Hello, everyone, and welcome to our once weekly show. I apologize for coming on a little late. Venus is in Gandanta today, so if you saw my shorts, you know what's up, and Venus is my ascendant. So, yeah, we've been going through a little bit. So, I would love my name is Michelle Marie. I am both a Vedic and Western astrologer, as well as an oracle card reader, as well as tarot card reader. And I am so excited to have the lovely Gerald from Tarot Stash on the show. So, welcome, Gerald from Tarot
Thank
Stash.
you. I am glad to be here. It's always a highlight of my month being able to read with you.
Oh, I love reading with you too, Gerald. So
Yeah.
we already see that many of you have come in. It's good to see you, Susan and Aaron and Rachel. You guys are all in line for reading. So thank you so much for coming in. And yeah, it's been quite a week. So I hope you guys have been kind of keeping up with the astrology and all the things going on in the world because who are we in for some stuff after that eclipse? We're going through lots of changes.
Mhm.
So yeah, it's staying grounded seems to be the key. I've been watching a lot of different shows in the collective, including Gerald's shows, and the theme that I see going across the board is just remaining grounded, remaining connected
Yep.
while we do our spiritual work right now, because that's what
Yep.
eclipse energy in sidereal Pisces does.
That is well said.
Yeah, yeah. So let me
Yeah.
go to let's see here. Oh, Rachel was here. Thank you for the happy birthday, Rachel. You're so sweet. I appreciate that. Gerald actually sent me a message singing me happy birthday. It was the sweetest thing ever. And he has a beautiful voice, you guys. So
Oh,
thank
thank
you,
you.
Gerald.
It's fun. It's fun.
Catherine Johnson is here. It's lovely to see you, Catherine. Aaron, we do see you in the audience. So while you guys are popping in and asking your questions, I'm going to go ahead and go over some of the August astrology that's coming our way because we are at the end of the month. We have a lot of stuff going on, and I'm excited to cover that for you. Now, I already uploaded a video for August, and if you noticed, it's my voice and a bunch of fun videos that I'm playing with on Canva. So that's
Nice.
some of the videos, and some of them are just me speaking, but I'm turning more into something more fun for you guys. So let me know how you guys like those, and I will take note because the channel isn't for me; it's for you guys. I already know this
Mhm.
stuff. So the first thing that we have going on is we have the North Node, which is Rahu, who's causing us a lot of ungroundedness right now in Pisces. He's going to be aspecting the Sun in Cancer, and they're both going to be. Rahu's going to be at 15 degrees and 22 of Pisces, and Sun is going to be at 15 degrees and 22 of Cancer. So they're both water signs. That means they're trining each other. So that can bring deep emotional currents and challenges to our self-expression. Individually, this aspect reveals hidden fears, but it does amplify our creativity. But when you do this, when you step into those creative realms, confront those personal illusions with reality. Don't let them kind of take you down the rabbit hole because
Yeah.
that's what Rahu likes to do. Collectively, it can lead to a lot of public revelations and shifts in leadership's perceptions, yay, but it can also breed some confusion. So, to navigate these kind of turbulent waters, this very watery energy, you can practice solar meditations. You can enhance clarity and strength through doing what's called the sun salutations every morning. That's one of the best ways that I ground. You can
Mhm.
wear ruby because that bolsters the sun's positive traits. And regular self reflection will help manage Rahu's deceptive influence. So embrace this period to grow in self awareness and authentically express your inner truths. So that's the thing
Mhm.
that's going on the first. And then the month of Shravana is starting on August 2nd. I made a full video with remedies on that. So make sure to follow that. That's a big month. And then we have Ketu and Virgo aspecting Mars. I'm going to go into that a little bit more, but that's going to bring a lot of pragmatic spirituality our way, which is why it's so important to ground in our practices.
Mhm.
So, is there anything you're feeling in and around the collective, Gerald? I mean, you've had such a great week. That show you did with Jamie was so amazing. You guys got to check that out. It was so much fun to participate in that.
It was a lot of fun. Thank you. And thank you for
Yeah.
the extra information that you sent. And
Oh, yeah.
all of that detail, it sort of goes along with the Three of Swords. It's like,
Doesn't it?
yeah, it's
Yeah. Through the
I think
lens.
the big thing for me is I think it's so important because this is also the Lammas festival in pagan or Wiccan celebrations. It's the first harvest. Starts tonight on the 31st of July, goes to August 1st, and oftentimes will go to the 2nd or the 3rd. And this is really, we have to pay attention to. This is our first harvest. Things that we have thought about, and we're making those things happen. And this is when we actually see the results of what we've been working on, what's manifesting, what is happening with our thoughts, and how do we want to, because it's like, okay, this is what's growing. Is this what I really want to grow? Because I need to tend to it. And I think, so, one of the things that I pulled is I pulled my, my Bob Ross cards, because it's Bob Ross after all. But the card that came up, it's the King of Clubs, which is anything we don't like, well, turn it into a happy little tree or something. And this is one of those things, if you think about it, if you notice where your thoughts and your attentions are going, and you don't like that, change your thoughts and intentions to line up to what you're really working on in your true north. So that's the interesting thing that I have with it. So, but it's like, yeah, we've got, so much going on. Staying grounded is key.
We did, and there was a compass, I believe it was in one of the there was an urn and a compass, and the way that you and Jamie described it for the time in that video was really good too. I really am pushing you guys to go watch that. It was really good. All of Janel's stuff is really good, but yeah, was that your idea or Jamie's to do readings?
It was
like
Jamie's idea, and it was
She's
mixing.
Genius.
It's genius, and well, and one of the things that I like is like, if people were to, these readings are free. They're just like a sampler of what happens when you get a personal reading.
Mm-hmm.
And personal readings go into a whole lot more depth. And I like to see overlaps. And so what we were doing is we were overlapping energy of the cards visually, but also energetically and suit meaning. It's so powerful. But that's something that I do quite a bit.
Yes, you do. Yeah, you also you did a class on color in the cards, and I love the one where you do the hole punches and you line up the images, because it really shows your education and your passion. So yeah, definitely check those out, guys. That was a lot of fun. So all right, we had to hide us with a few people before we get to comments. Erin is here. Good to see you, Erin. Thank you for joining us. Good to see you, Rachel. Catherine, lovely to see you. Thank you for the happy birthday, Susan. I literally just cleaned the house and have been going to doctor's appointments for Jonathan. So we do plan on celebrating later. So yeah. Oh, thank you, honey. Yeah, this is one of the first things I've wire wrapped. It's a beautiful piece of amber that I got.
That's a good piece of amber. That's going to help you do grounding.
Oh, good. Yeah, I use it for healing as well. A native person told me that this would be good for my healing. So.
Beautiful.
Okay.
Beautiful. Yeah.
Ramon is here. Good to see you, Ramon. Blessings to you as well.
Ramon.
Good to see you, Catherine. Your birthday's the 4th. Happy early birthday. Happy solar return. That's great. You are a Pushya Nakshatra like me too. That's awesome. That's your sun Nakshatra. Cindy is here. Thank you so much, Cindy. I put you in the queue. Nick, it's so good to see you. Lovely. He was really helpful during my unboxing of the crystal board. Really good suggestion.
Oh, yeah. So, that's great. That's great.
He's a creative too. And T-Lynn is here. Lovely to see you. Thank you for the sunflower. They're in season. Joyful Journey. Good to see you. She's got Jamie's emoji there. That's my emoji for her. Let's see. Rachel is here. It's lovely to see you. Mariana, lovely to see you. Susan, I got your question. Thank you so much. And yes, it is amber. Thank you. And then, yeah. Oh, thank you, sweetie. I used to own a jewelry store and make jewelry. So that was like my thing. And it's in my chart doing that for a living. But okay, that's okay. Awesome. All right. So thank you so much. Everyone for joining us. I'm going to start getting your questions in just to let you know. We have Erin and then Rachel Rose and then Susan. So we have Susan and then Rachel and then Erin and then Cindy. Okay, those are the 4 in order. And then we'll get the rest of you in lightning round unless you tip, and then we'll spend some extra time on you guys, okay?
Yes.
All right. So our first question is the lovely Susan. Good to see you, honey. You're early today. I love it when you come a little early. All right, so we met the realtor yesterday and we fixed the front and back doors to work smoothly. We buried our St. Joseph, awesome. We dropped the price to $500,000 and we're changing the main photo and offering a 4% commission for a buyer's agent and be offered a $3,000 bonus if they can get a signed contract by my birthday, August 29th. Yay! So what do I need to release emotionally or attend to that may be working counter to my desire to release this magnificent property to the next steward of this 100-year-old property I've had since 1999. Okay. So, Susan, your time with this property is, I'm going to go ahead and hide this so you can see us.
Mm-hmm.
Your time with this property is starting to move on in another direction. Okay, that's what I'm getting. And the thing that's holding you back, that without even looking at the cards, is your emotional connection and responsibility that you feel for it. Okay, I did pull some cards to give you a little bit of direction here, though, for how you can, as you say, my desire to release this magnificent property to the next steward. Okay, so I'm going to help you with that transition and what you need to do to release emotionally, because that's what you asked. So the first thing I got was the seventh house is focused on your relationship. Okay, you're newlywed. That's a good thing to focus on. And then I got Taurus. Taurus is all about securing your base. That's what I learned from Monte. He's the creator of these cards. So it's all about trying to think as logically and materially on what's best for your marriage and your partnership moving forward. That's where your focus should be, not necessarily on this house, especially when it does sell. Okay. There might be a little bit of construction that needs to happen, because I did get the Three of Pentacles. So this also tells me that it's important to understand that you're not alone with the sale of this property. There are people by your side who are willing and eager to assist you. And I feel that upping the price to maybe the 4% is going to encourage someone to maybe put a little more effort and time into your listing. So, all right. Work shared is work halved, is what they just said. So you need to rely on other people for support. And you're used to doing things alone, is what they're telling me. So if you and your partner, which is why I got that seventh house, work toward a common goal, you're going to offer yourselves and each other unwavering support and encouragement as you go through this. So this is a great time to seek advice from your husband and your marriage partner, and share their aspirations with you as well, because they have some things that they can add to it as well. I know that we said the same thing for the wedding as well. So just find satisfaction in a new direction of your life, in your relationships, and your movement forward. And by putting in that dedicated effort and welcoming support, you're going to achieve remarkable results here. Okay. So that's where they want you focusing your emotional state. Right now, they said your emotional state is very much tied to the house. I got the Ace of Cups reversed. Okay. So although you feel ready to embark on a new chapter of your life, there's this nagging voice that they're showing me that's kind of second guessing your choices, and it's doubting your ability to follow through, because you're very emotionally attached here. Okay. You may lack the energy and initiative to require to begin something new because of this emotional attachment. So if the new project involves pursuing something new, you need to walk away from the old when you do this. Okay. Wow. Interesting. Okay, so they're saying that the house and your attachment to the house is related to a past experience. I just tapped into your emotional state a little bit, from thoughtless treatment from an authority in your life. Could be a parent. Okay, it's left a poignant mark, and it's making it difficult for you to trust. So if you can heal this old wound by opening your heart and allowing love energy to enter, and allowing other people to help you, which is why I got this beautiful Three of Pentacles card, you're going to be so much better off. Okay, because the main energy I did get around this is I did get the Ten of Swords, but it's reversed. Okay, if you feel like you've hit a little rock bottom, know that you can only improve from here. Okay, and when I picked this card up, I said this isn't just the house, this is also you addressing your health as well. So if you feel like you're a little stuck in the health department, know that this is the bottom. You can continue to work your way up here. And it's also tied to the house. They're just showing me that this is an emotional and mental attachment that they're kind of helping you sort through. But know that it will work out in the end if you're able to reshift your emotional focus towards something outside of the house and use it to propel you into something new. I hope that was helpful, sweetie. And I'm really excited to see what Gerald is, because he's just sunshine.
I got I got a similar message, because you are very attached to the house, because the house is taking care of you. It has been a very positive relationship. And now what needs to happen is there's this need for you to, this is the Princess of Hearts. So the Page of Cups. you need to love on it and appreciate it, and also start to direct your energy, your emotional energy, to that next thing that you're going to do with your husband and the next adventure. You're not discounting this at all. It's a really important thing to understand, that because things change, it does not diminish the powerful impact that it has had on your world. And this house has supported you in where you are and what you have become. Yes, it's an external reflection of you. Now, I also have, I got Temperance, which is the card of you. Yeah. And I love Temperance because this is, for me, it's very much it's the witchcraft card of the tarot. So I like how you did the thing where you buried the Saint Christopher. Was it Saint Christopher or Michael?
Joseph.
Saint Joseph. Yes. I'm also suggesting that perhaps you do a little bit more energy things, where you go around to the things where you are emotionally attached to, and you honor those and you appreciate those. In particular, this weekend would be a great time to do that, Susan, because it's I believe, a new moon on Sunday. And so you can actually go, wow, this is really, really beautiful, and thank you. And you're connecting with it, because with Temperance, I got the Six of Swords, which is a card of transition, moving from one thing to the next, perhaps moving house. And then part of it also is it's important for you because, and I like this as an interesting mix, Susan, is we have the Emperor and we have the Hierophant. So the Emperor says, this is my kingdom. Well, this is no longer going to be your kingdom. And the best thing to do is to manifest the best, to take care of the environment. And then you need to allow the people dealing with the rules, the Hierophants, signing the details and all that stuff, let them deal with that. And I see that. I put my energy forward, pull it forward. Yes. More energy, conscious releasing, started that on Sunday and Tuesday. That's great. And I also, because you got a tip, you get a little extra oomph, and that is the High Priestess. Susan, you've got more power and energy than you're letting on to yourself. Others see it. And so appreciate that. And you can do this internally. And there's a lot of beauty in it. And I am feeling the need of perhaps you doing something with water and honoring the places around, and then filling that water with great intention and appreciation, and then give it to trees, or I feel like there is some sort of a plant or a bush or something like that that's really, really impactful for you. Go do that and set that intention. So I hope that makes some sense for you, Susan. Thank you.
I love that. And that's a really good thing to do during Shravana month, which is coming up. So you just tapped right into that Vedic energy, Gerald. So I love that. Aw.
Cool.
Right. And Susan says, thank you for the reminder, Gerald. Honor with water laden and attention and appreciation. Yes, one of the best things that you can do, especially for the sun and your health, is to water a tree that looks like it's fall in the summer. That means he's not getting enough water. So that's great. And she says, thank you so much. You're so welcome, honey. Thank you for joining us. All right. So our next person is Rachel Rose. Then we have Aaron Whitefoot. Then we have Cindy L. And then Joyful Jen. And then we'll get to lightning round. Hi, good to see you. Oh, Hershey and Thomas are here. Good to see you guys.
Well, hello.
Hi. So she's sending positive vibes for all the gems near and far. Oh, I love that. That's Jonathan's ascendant. Thank you so much. And my Mars. So thank you, Hershey. Oh, so she says all her plants in MG were thirsty. So there you go. You just tapping into your plants. Mm-hmm. Gerald can do that. It's pretty amazing. Love that. Good to see you, Jeff. Okay, so let's get to our next question. It's Miss Rachel. My question is torn. Ooh, I want to ask about this sound healing training. I'm stuck between the two, but some work stuff has upset me in the past week, and I'd love some advice about that. I'm about to take a much needed vacation. I feel like people don't want the best for me there. Okay. So Rachel, the main thing I got was you need to basically put both of these things down and focus on your spiritual and psychic development right now, because they're going to give you the answer in that methodology. I'm going to show you why, because that's what my cards said. The first card I got was the 12th house. They're hiding something from you, and they want you to go on a scavenger hunt for it. This is the spiritual realm. This is stuff that we can't see in the physical. I asked what they're trying to help you with. I got stepping into a leadership role. The people that you're working in and around are young in spirit. You're not. Okay. So you actually do have a lot to teach the people that you work with, even though they can be really, really annoying sometimes, as I'm feeling from you. Okay. If you address them in a more practical way, they'll respect you. Okay. Because I got Taurus. So what is needed on your part to kind of address this energy that I see in and around you? Temperance. And I pulled this one. Gerald pulled up his temperance card. So there you go. Patience, synthesis, healing, moderation, blending. That's what this card means to me. So just say goodbye to any extremes of any kind right now, because this card emphasized the importance of moderation in all aspects of your life, because you're trying to balance both the physical and the spiritual here. So now is not the time to act impulsively. In order to achieve any kind of success, you need to adopt a slow, measured, and very thoughtful approach. So don't be afraid to explore and experiment with both of these modalities. And remember to prioritize wisely. And they're saying that a particular incident will require more self-restraint, especially at work, than you're used to. And that's coming up here. Okay, so just be aware of that. You're being tested. So don't rush it. That's going to have detrimental effects. Don't rush in and try to teach the person what they did. Okay, because the key of your situation lies in harmoniously blending your time, your endurance, and your resources. And when you allow yourself to be impulsive or get upset, and you come in with a sense of urgency, instead of allowing events to unfold a little more naturally, and patience will be a big foe for you. Okay, so don't try to rush things. Don't try to force things, because it's not going to yield any fruitful results, especially when it comes to the work situation. Now, what they told me about how to approach making this decision. Get ready to have fun with it. I got the Fool. Okay, so now the Fool is a little... he's a little precarious here. He's not really paying attention. So obviously watch where you go. And there's Ollie in the card. So pay attention to your surroundings and remain grounded as you do this. But at the same time, they are saying that it's okay to explore. Just be careful where you're stepping. Okay. They're saying exciting new ventures, especially regarding spirituality, are possible now, and they're strongly encouraged. But they're saying that fear in your life is just a major buzzkill, especially right now, because they're introducing you to some new things. So embrace adventure a little more in your life. Take risks. Have faith that you've been a little too cautious before, and you'll be favored by the influence of someone more innocent and playful if you don't step into that energy, because they're trying to bring that out of you. Why are they bringing that out of you? Because again, they're working on your psychic development. That's what I got from my shamanic oracle. The energy and healing work that you're doing now will enable to heighten your sensitivity and the energy around you and others in your environment. But in order to handle that energy, you have to take on the energy of the Temperance card that I went over for you. There was a lot of water energy in your cards. So if you let things flow as they will, and neither don't embrace it, but don't fight it. Just let things go. Let them flow. And when you're truly in flow, that's going to elevate your energetic vibration. And it's going to allow you to tap into the realms of the psyche and better understand the people in and around your work situation. So if you're having trouble doing this, you might want to take some classes or some workshops, or just read some books about psychic development. I have a huge network full of people, regardless of, Gerald he's a genius, and I have a ton of other people that come on my show that have their modalities. So if you need any direction on what classes to take or books to read or decks to buy, you've got a huge network here that you can ask and take part in. So that's what I suggest for you. And I'm still to love as you go through that. And my dreams are psychic. They come true. Yeah. And I know that your grandfather is also visiting you in your dreams, because he's a guide. So he's there to help you as well. Okay. So, and they do seem like bullies for now, but if you step into temperance and you don't let your ego take control, and instead you see the situation from a more realistic perspective, you'll be able to better handle them. But it takes time. So my heart goes out to you as you deal with that.
Well, and it's funny because I also got the Temperance card. This is alchemy. So, Rachel, I'm going to be clear and direct, and I hope you are able to hear what I'm saying. Who cares if they don't like you? Obviously, you do. It is drawing your energy away from the amazing things that you are working on and that you're wanting to happen. I realize that it's difficult. I mean, it's easy for Gerald to go, well, who cares if that's happening? I'm not the one dealing with it. You are. What I am getting a sense of is you're putting a lot of your value in the job you do instead of the magic that you create. You just don't think they value me enough, my work and my heart. Well, they don't. So now's the time for you to value your work and your heart, because your original question was about, I want to do some of this sound healing work. And here's what I'm really drawn to that. And you're going on a vacation. Enjoy that vacation. Enjoy that vacation and allow it to be an opportunity for you to be the king of wands, for you to understand where your energy is going and what you are doing with that energy. I love this idea of you doing energy work. Yeah, quite interested in it for many years. Well, now's the time to do something about it, to be honest with you, because I got two princesses, and these are pages. I got the princess of swords and the princess of wands. Now it's time for you to be inspired and to take action in order to do that. So Rachel, please go do that. Because when you do that, Rachel, and I'm getting big pushes for this. So again, delivering it with a whole lot of love. When you find something that invigorates you, gives you passion, and allows you to get more information and to learn something, that's where your energy is going to end up. And I think the key thing is do it. Do something. Give yourself the opportunity to create something, excitement outside of work, so that you can have dreams about what this looks like for you and what you're learning. Because trust me, and Michelle, you may already have this information, but let me tell you, you and sound healing, woo, that's going to invigorate your dreams. It's going to push the pedal to the metal, so to speak, and you're going to get a lot of information. In your vacation, take a little bit of time for some self-reflection. Now, with that in mind, don't spend too much time in self-reflection. Instead, get out and do something, because what's really very important is that you, oh, look at that. I got 2 3s, 3 of wands and 3 of hearts. You need to get out. You need to celebrate with people. And your ship is coming in. Stuff is going to show up for you. It's going to be extremely powerful. And I did see that you had, one teacher is male and one teacher is female. If you can afford it, do both. Do both. Because we've got alchemy, putting pieces and parts together in a new way. So that's what I have for you, Rachel. I hope that you're finding some support in that, because it feels really powerful for me. That idea of this is like going, forget work. Just one. Well, okay. I would say go with the one that you think is going to support you while you are challenged. And I would interview them, because that's who I am. If I'm spending my time and my energy on you, I got to know, I've got some questions for you. Trust me. I'm going to ask questions. So,
All right. That looks great, Rachel. Oh, she goes, yeah, I am Friday. Okay, great. That's wonderful, Rachel. Well, we're sending you lots of love as you work through that.
Yes.
And Yeah, best of luck with that. And we have lots of people coming in. Carla is here. CEV12 is here. Judy is here. Welcome, you guys. And thank you, Hershey. You're so sweet. Yeah, this is Saturn here. I have good teeth. Is exalted in Libra. I'm serious. Like my father has this, and I've never had a cavity. It's weird. It's just a thing.
Good for you.
Yeah, all of our money goes toward Jonathan's teeth. So his Saturn is not well placed. So I'm in one area, he's in another. So it's we balance each other out. All right. So ADNM, good to see you. Dolly, lovely to see you. And I saw that we have someone new, Moonfox Knight. Great to see you. She's Moonfox Knight. I need that fan. Oh yeah. Kaylee got me one too. She wanted me to keep up with Gerald, but I just don't have the thwarp. He is so good with that thwarp. It's amazing.
It's okay. I think it's genetic.
You could do a whole class on the thwarp.
There you go. Yeah.
Okay, let's see. All right. So I'm just getting your questions. Thank you so much for joining us, guys. I really appreciate your participation.
And everybody, please remember to give a thumbs up, subscribe to the channels. Make sure that and even after the show, if some of the readings resonated with you, please leave us a comment so that we know.
Thank you. That's wonderful. So our next question is Aaron Whitefoot. It's good to see you, Aaron. We were just talking about your channel before the show. It is amazing, you guys. It's definitely worth checking out. I'll go ahead and put his question up here. There he is. Okay. So yeah, Aaron actually works for the Yakima tribe. He's a member of the Yakima tribe, and he has a hunting and fishing channel that you're welcome to follow. And this guy's channel is so amazing. It's just full of adventures, and it's really fun to watch. So
yes.
Okay. So let's get to, I'm guessing it's from your guides. Yes. A general reading from my spirit guides. All right. You got it, Aaron. Okay. So they want you thinking more like a Capricorn. Okay, Capricorns they're very deliberate. They are extremely business-minded, and they're grounded. My husband is a triple Capricorn in the Western, and his brother is a full Capricorn in both Western and Vedic. And just to let you know, these guys have car jacks for their car jacks. They have bells for their suspenders. They have backup routers for their routers. I mean, these guys are just the most reliable people on the planet, and that's what they're asking you to step into, is just you being extremely, extremely reliable. How do you do that? I went to my creativity oracle and I got the truth card. The truth card is all about having an honest desire to know and speak the truth to produce beneficial results. So seeing the truth of your situation and not allowing things that are kind of creeping in from the sidelines to distract you and make you go in the wrong direction. I asked what was going on energetically there, and I got the Temperance card again, but it came reversed. So they're saying, don't be stubborn. When the Temperance card comes up in reverse, it can indicate a restless state or a state of complete inactivities. After seeing your videos, you're a go-getter. Okay, Aaron. But what they're saying is during this time, beware of being overly influenced by other people's advice or opinions. Even if they're really well-intentioned, allowing yourself to be swayed in this manner will not benefit you. So they're also saying to avoid placing excessive demands on yourself when you're coming into this new season. So it's possible to force things to happen at this time. So you need to navigate the balance between acceptance and initiative with skill. Because I do notice in some of your videos, you just rush into things, and it's a very fast-paced, intense activity. But sometimes when you're in your shower shoes on the rocks, I'm just like, oh my gosh, be careful, be careful. You know, the inner mom in me comes out. So just be very clear, watch where you're going, think very rationally when you're out there, and don't let other people distract you, okay? If you have to be patient with yourself and with others when you're out in the field. And if you find yourself being a little inflexible or overly pragmatic about something, and it could cause you to miss out on an opportunity. So they're saying that you need to balance out this Capricorn energy of, being thoughtful, being pragmatic, paying attention where you're going, but also not allowing people to come in who don't really truly understand what you're doing out on the field and what you do for a living. The reason I say that, Aaron, is because the future card I got was a little concerning. Okay, I got the Ten of Swords. All right, this is wounds, failure, dilemma, ruin, betrayal, things like this. Okay, so be careful. Try not to be too stubborn. Try to step into a more balanced way of being. Okay. If you find yourself in a period of distress, it may seem like you have little to offer others right now during that time. However, it's important that you're still more fortunate than many. Just remember that. And keep this perspective in mind to find solace in sharing and expressing your pain if you fall into this type of scenario. You don't want to fall off the edge of a cliff again, Aaron. Okay, that's kind of the main thing that I see. And that's not just in the physical, that's also in, they're saying just don't be as impulsive. That's the main thing that they're saying. Okay. All right. I'm so glad. All right. My shower shoes. Yes. I noticed that. My inner mom just went, ugh. So, all right. So I
Yeah.
did pull one card for you to carry into the week, and it's a beautiful card. I love the lotus here because you are connected to water. I manifest love in my life in all ways. With love, all things are possible. Love is a great healer, replacing confusion, doubt, and fear with faith in others and oneself. Show your love freely to those who deserve it and feel their love in return. So it's important to, lean on others, especially if you find yourself in another situation when you're taking on too much. You might be being a little too impulsive because you feel like a deadline is approaching or something might be missed. But they're saying to just spend more time in that practical headset and watch where you're going, and you're going to be a lot better off. Hope that was helpful, sweetie. And I'm sending you lots of love out there. It's so much fun to watch your videos.
So Aaron, I have a beautiful love story, so to speak, from the message from your guides, because the first card that I got is the Two of Cups. This is the card of balance. It's the card of healing. It's the card of you being able to support someone else and someone being able to support you. It could be that you're doing stuff in water, but definitely pay attention to that. This feels so powerful. It feels very much, Aaron, like you are in conversation, ongoing conversation with your guides. There's no disconnect. They get you, you get them, and you listen to each other. You don't always agree, but you listen to each other, and you recognize it. The other thing is I got the Lovers. So I got the Lovers, Aaron, and this is a card of, it's a card of choice. It's also a card of a partnership. I don't know if perhaps they're wanting you to branch out and to do something a little differently. They may introduce you to someone to work with. I don't know. I may get the feeling a new guide might show up. I don't know if that makes sense. I always see the signs they send me. Tell them thank you for hanging out with me. I always ask for advice too, and they love that. They love that. I'm getting a feeling that you might be getting some additional guides. Something is evolving, because underneath this is the Three of Swords, which is a bit of sorrow. So something may not be going exactly the way you wanted it to go. You thought things were going to go in a specific direction. They're not going to go exactly as you had planned. However, this is just an opportunity for the universe to say, no, things are a little different now. We think you can have this opportunity. Now, I also got the Alchemy card, the Temperance card. So, come on, Aaron. You are always having to think on your feet, especially when you're out in the field and you're working with them. The thing is this is why I'm getting the idea of there may be a new guide. I have the Princess of Swords. I'm wondering if there is a female guide, some deity, some energy who may be helping you with thinking new ways and stretching yourself. I'm not feeling weaponry. I'm feeling intelligence and getting you to explore some things differently. I don't know if she's going to help, write a book or something like that. So right now, several people owe me a lot of money, and I trusted them to return it. So yeah, kind of bummed right now. Okay. I understand that. So I am getting the feeling of I don't know how you work with your guides or your spirit team, whatever. but there is a feeling of someone new coming in to help you articulate things in a new way. And then because it's Aaron, I thought, I wonder what Bob Ross has to say. And Bob Ross said, "Isn't that fantastic? I knew you could do it." So, Aaron, your guides are not disappointed at all. They're very, very pleased with you. I say go out and maybe do a little bit of celebration and appreciation for them, for supporting you and meeting you where you are. So, yep, always tell myself I can do this. I got it. You do. So, thanks, Aaron. That was a heck of a lot of fun.
Aw, thank you, Aaron, for joining us. And yeah, thanks for letting us tap in. And I love that you picked up on I didn't say anything relationship-wise, but I love that you picked up on that, Gerald. That's really cool. So I'm excited to see how that works out for you, Aaron. And you're so welcome. We appreciate you as well. Thank you for joining us, honey.
Yeah.
All right. So Sherry and Marina are here going back and forth. It's good to see you guys.
Hello.
Always a pleasure. Love you guys.
I just did a show with Marina earlier today. That was a lot of fun.
I love her. We're the same moon, so we have a lot of fun together reading too. So yeah, and Sherry's really fun to work with as well. They're fabulous. Love you, ladies. Okay, so let's get on to our next question. It is Cindy L. So give me a second to find you, Miss Cindy L.
Hi, Cindy L.
And if I get the wrong Cindy, because I did that on a show a couple of days ago, please let me know. Okay, it wasn't a Cindy; it was another name. So let's see. Okay, Carla, I went ahead and got your question in. I'm not seeing, are you CEV12, Cindy? Love you too, Sherry. Yeah. So I'm looking for your question, Cindy. I do see that you tipped, but I'm not seeing what your name is on the chat. If you could let us know what your name is, I can go ahead and star that.
Yeah.
We're getting just all kinds of love in the chat, Gerald. Cindy L, I am. Okay, Cindy L. If you can go ahead and put your question in, I did not see it. Sometimes Jonathan misses questions. We apologize if that's what happened. So thank you for checking in, honey. And that way we can have a little bit more. But I did pull some cards for you. Sindel. Okay, awesome. Sindel, good to see you. Oh, I love your cat. That's so pretty. Okay, so if you do have... Yes, I got you in the queue, Carla. So Cindy, if you can go ahead and ask a question, otherwise I'm going to go ahead and give you a general, okay? So I did the first card. I'll wait for your question as I go through these, but your first card is Jupiter. Jupiter is like the Santa Claus in our charts. He's fantastic. He's the guru, the teacher. He is such a big blessing in our lives. And so I asked, where is Sindel going to be getting these blessings? And I got Pisces. They're going to help you out in the spirit realm. So that's really, really great. Pisces is the place where we have a lot of hidden things that we came here to work out, because this is the plane called Mrityaloka, which translates to the death plane. Not even God gets out of here alive. So we're here to basically learn some really, really intense spiritual lessons, and they're looking to vibe you up, which I love it when I get that. I said, what areas are you going to be working with Sindel on? And I definitely got that it involves a relationship. Let's see. My daughter and I are thinking of going into business together. Will it be successful? Okay. Right now, I'm not getting the best card because I did get the Two of Cups reversed. Now, this is not the best business card, okay? So there might be some emotional or reactive things that are, I'm getting emotional, that are currently not in line with what your goals are and what your daughter's goals are. So there needs to be kind of a revamp of the project, so to speak. You know, the reason I say that is that I did get that there's some reevaluation or reexamination that needs to occur, because I did get the Four of Cups reversed. That's a lot of emotional energy. So reexamine your goals together. Take time out for some emotional introspection and solitude if you want to reshape this business together. And remember not to rejoin until you've reassessed your own personal values and not allowed them to mix too much, because you are coming from completely different modalities here. So postponing this process will delay a few things, but again, if you jump into this now, it can cause some pain. So they're saying reflect, avoid fixating on circumstances beyond your control, and alignment is really crucial right now. That's what they're showing me, because the emotions that they're saying have recently shifted. This is not something that's like been going on for a while. So it's important to acknowledge and address those changes. And if you want a really healthy business partnership with your daughter, you need to reevaluate your commitment when you go in and you introspect on this. Don't ignore it. Don't obsess about it either, but share these insights and set new goals together, or that if you don't do this, it can lead to stressful communication that they're showing me. Okay. Be cautious of any instability that arises from constantly questioning yourself and your ideas as you go through this process, and identify where you went astray and make necessary changes as they come along. Then stick to your decision, but learn from your mistakes and move forward. And you're going to avoid a lot of this negative emotional energy that can creep in. And we all deal with this in business. Okay, so you're not alone here. I did get the full reversed for you. So they're saying don't act foolishly as you enter this new phase. Instead of relying on your common sense, you may find it hard to take yourself seriously when this comes up reversed. So it makes sure that neither of you are deluding yourself, especially when it comes to what needs to happen in the business, because naivety, that can be a setback. Okay, particularly if you're letting your emotions guide you instead of being rational, which is the swords cards, because that's the blocks I'm seeing are very emotional. They're not necessarily reactive or logical blocks. Okay, so address important matters before taking action on them when it comes to the business, and don't ignore any serious aspects of the situation, because that'll make your goals unattainable and your plans unfulfilled. So control impulsive behavior as you guys work with each other. Try to be more discerning, and especially when it comes to trusting new people and partnerships that you do bring into the business. Okay. They're also saying stay away from gossip, stay away from pointless antics. They may seem harmless, but they are going to lead to misunderstandings in the future. And they're just saying it's time to get more serious. Okay, so I asked what the overall energy of the partnership can be if you do some of the work. I did get the Page of Wands. Okay, so you're going to be able to make some good actions here, but he's not very happy in this card. He's kind of walking away from his duties here. All right, so stay away from impatience. Okay, and instead adopt more enthusiasm. Okay, embrace your more youthful spirit with each other, and see this from the Jonathan and I are working through this now, because this guy is like the king of tech, and he's now entering podcasting and being in front of people on the camera. And he's a page again. I keep pulling the page for him, and he's like, stop thinking like a king, think like a page, because it's brand new. So if you act like a page and you see everything is new, that's going to, a lot of wonderful things can unfold out of charm and spontaneity, and just thinking from this of like an intern or more a youthful way of the situation. And if you feel yourself rushing headlong into things, just take a moment to collect yourself and not just jump in right away. Like I said in the previous cards, stay focused and composed, and you will be able to achieve your goals with your daughter. But do know that there are a few blocks in place, and those are to both help you move forward, both as a soul and on the material as well. And I'm so glad that makes sense, Sindel. All right. I'm excited to see what Gerald has for you. I'm sending you lots of love, hon.
Well, I got, the question is that, you want to go into business with your daughter. How will it work out? I got a yes, and I got a very strong yes. With that, however, is there may be this tendency to actually rush in and start it before you've actually taken the time to get financially sound and concept sound, because you need to make sure that there's a structure and you understand where is the money coming, who's doing what. There has to be a clear understanding of whose responsibilities are where and what's your overall goal. This is that idea, in the corporate world, it's the mission statement, but it's also talking about the importance of how the two of you are going to argue about when somebody has an idea that is different. But it's also, the other thing is it is important for you to look around you for people who could be resources, because there's a lot of places, a lot of business people, a lot of experienced people are willing to help new businesses. Libraries will help you, can give you resources to write up a business plan. It's really very important to do that. Because if you do that and then you have that clarity and you listen, then when it comes time for, I think this is going to be pretty successful, it's going to grow rapidly. And so you're not just holding on and it's moving you around. You have spent the time, you've buckled yourself in, you know the map where you're going, and you have the resources to be able to help you. That's a really key thing, because the Six of Pentacles is a key card here. This is about sharing. It's about reciprocity. It's about equal, it's people offering help. There's also this idea of you having some intuition about it, both of you. You have to make sure that your intuition is focused on the same desired outcome, is how I feel about that. And we have the Prince of Swords. Don't go rushing out there until you get all of the facts. And it might be an important time for the two of you to, this is the Hermit, might be a good time for the two of you to go away, just the two of you, and to work this stuff out. So I think that's a really key thing. But if you figure out the foundations, because I got 2 4s and I got an 8, so 2 4s equal an 8. So, and once you have that solid foundation, it's great. You're welcome.
Oh, you're welcome, Sindel. Oh, thank you so much for joining us, and we wish you the best with your new project. That's exciting stuff. Come back and let us know how you're doing. We have a couple of people coming in. Good to see you, Jen. Lovely, lovely to see you. Samantha, lovely to see you as well. From England. Oh, it's a little late there. Wow.
I was going to say it's late.
That's dedication.
Yeah.
That's why Gerald has early shows. He had one. Did you have one at like 7 a.m. the other day? That would be my time. That was like,
yeah,
how does he get up that early and read? That's impressive. Oh, blushing nerd. Good to see you.
Hi,
welcome,
Brian.
welcome.
Good to see you.
Brian. Okay. Good to meet you, Brian. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Oh, and so Rachel goes, what's a good way, witchy way to celebrate Mr. Mustache? Oh, there's lots of ways to celebrate. If you follow his channel, he has all kinds of videos on ways to celebrate all of the upcoming events.
Yep. Oh, yeah. Yeah, do it. Yeah. And a key thing about it is to make sure that you set your intention that you're celebrating it. And when you do that, there's going to be even more of that. So it's great.
It is. And Lexi is here. Hershey's saying hi. Judy, let me check. Yes, you are on the list, Judy. Okay. And then Samantha, oh, she has a night shift to do tomorrow, so she's staying up late. Well, thank you for spending your time with us.
Yes.
All right. Okay, so our next question is from Joyful Jen. Let me go ahead and find your questions, and then we're going to go into lightning round. Okay, so I will go ahead and read out lightning round before we jump into that. We have Shem, and then Dolly, and then Ad NM, and then CEV12, and then Judy, and then Carla, and then Moonfox Knight. Okay, so that's our lightning round. If you want us both to answer your question, go ahead and tip. Otherwise, you're going to be in lightning round, and we are happy to help you there too. Mm-hmm. So let me find your question. Joyful Jen. Any message about my future career? Okay, there is a lot going on with these cards. I'm so glad that it's a career question, because if it were love, it would be so confusing. Okay. All right. So basically, the first thing that they're asking you to do is explore, get your expand your mind, because the way that you're looking in the places that you're looking, they might not be local. Okay, this could be working from home, but I got ninth house. Ninth house is all about foreign lands. This is my card for, I've always wanted to go to India, and it's across the world. So that is kind of my card for that. Okay. Aquarius, it's all about innovation, tech, thinking on your feet. Okay. It's new things. When I was growing up, my father had me outline a 10-year plan in high school for what I wanted my life to look like. And it wouldn't work out because technology and everything has moved so fast that my career did not exist at the time they had me do that. Mm-hmm. So this is kind of the energy that I get for you, is that things are changing on such an exponential level societally and career-wise. And the United States is getting hit in the 10th and 4th houses by the eclipses right now. So we can expect some shakeups in that area. And for entertainment purposes only, by March of 2025, we will see a giant economic collapse. Okay, so again, and this isn't just from my cards or my astrology, this is from my banking clients for entertainment purposes only. So that's just something to keep in mind. That's gonna put forth a huge shift. Okay. Uh, the reason I say that is you might not be able to find the right job immediately because I got the Three of Pentacles reversed. Okay, because it might be a little innovative. Okay. But when I pulled this card, they said shared burdens are lighter. So imagine your career like you're tending a beautiful garden. Picture yourself carefully, preparing the soil, planting the seeds, removing all the weeds, and then finally reaping that beautiful, bountiful harvest, because that's the point of having a career. You reap what you sow is the main thing that they're showing me here. So it's important to understand that you're not alone in this work. So don't isolate yourself. There are people by your side that are very willing and eager to assist you, and they can offer some really good advice for you. Okay. So, if you're dissatisfied with your current situation or you're unsure on how to improve it, it's because you found yourself kind of stuck in a dead end kind of position that they're showing me that no longer inspires you, and you're kind of trapped in this monotonous routine. So if you've lost the passion for work that you once loved, it's essential to explore and reignite that enthusiasm. That's why I got the Aquarian card. That's where I got the ninth house card. Start taking some certifications. Get into AI. I'm telling you, it's saving me so much time and energy looking into some of these programs. And they're saying that you might have lost your spark a little bit. And it's okay to jump into some new modalities that kind of excite you and make you want to get back into things. So recognize that it's important to ask for help, and rely on, but it's also important. It's important to rely on yourself, but just take proactive steps to kind of break free from your boring routine and explore new possibilities, new adventures, new things that are coming your way. That's the main thing that they're showing me. Once you do that, I got the Ten of Pentacles. This is like my happy financial card. Okay. You have more than enough that you can share it with other people. That's a really good place to be. So you will be protected. So don't allow what I said about the astrology coming forward to cause any fear or anxiety. And this goes for people in the audience now. Okay. If you planted good seeds in the past, they will bear fruit. So there are established rules and structures that can offer protection, that can enhance your wealth, your status, and your influence. You just haven't run into them yet because they're asking you to expand your view a little bit. While you do that, I said, how does she expand her view? Because at first I thought this was a love question. I'm glad it's career. I got the Two of Swords. Okay, so you need to look at all of your alternatives, take some rest, withdrawal as things are presented to you, and then try to compromise. So they're saying that the perfect job for you will be one that balances work and play. So it's time to open yourself up to a different perspective of what your work life looks like. Okay, let's see if you said anything. Okay, so what this looks like to me is that you overworked yourself in the past, and they're saying that you need to take a vacation, take rest, relax your mind, especially your mental state a little bit, because exhaustion can really lead to frustration and hinder your decision making. And they're saying that you really need to just clear your mind and take a deep breath. So because and please know that we are headed into a lot of really how do I say this, topsy-turvy kind of energy, because we are changing as a nation, the way that we operate, the way that we're moving through things. A lot of our oligarchs are taking a lot of the things to places like China, places like India, and that's who's moving into the United States. So just be aware that the leadership is changing and our jobs will change as well. So it's important that when that happens, you need to define your path. Unless you have a clear sense of direction in your life, you're going to keep toiling away without seeing any meaningful results. So negative patterns from the past could be affecting the way that you view work, and that's why they're having you expand your view. A controlling mindset has made you really rigid and stubborn about what you think work looks like. So take time to delve deep into your psyche and ask how to break free from this more victim mentality that's taking on work that's not yours, and you'll have the power to change your circumstances. That's why they're asking you to expand and think about this a little differently. Okay, I hope that was helpful. Obviously, they're asking you to sit and reflect and expand your view, and you will find the right job for you, but it's not yet because things are up in the air a little bit. Okay, Jen?
Well, and it's interesting because I also got the Two of Swords. And the Two of Swords, it's about making choices. It's about understanding the impact of those choices. So for me, it is, You may have two directions that you want to go in. But what's really interesting, oh, I love that. What's really interesting, Jen, is what I have for you is I have the Ace of Swords supported by the Queen of Swords, which tells me when it comes time for, I mean, you know, you're the Queen of Swords. You are a go-getter. You're going to do it. And the challenge with that is you've got to be careful because you're going to exhaust yourself. Because if you say the only way that it's done, you know, the only way to get it done right is if you do it yourself. That's not always true. You got to do some training. You got to show some people and develop it. However, this with the Ace of Ace of Swords tells me you're going to be very good at pivoting on you have some new information. You're going to be able to pivot and to actually adjust fairly quickly. So that has a lot of good mojo to it, Jen. The last cards that I pulled for you is thinking of becoming a recreational therapist. I can see that. I can see that. And so what's important for you is to think about, this is the Seven of Hearts. What is it that you could work on? What are the things that are available to you? And this is the Wheel of Fortune. Be willing to change and adjust. I would say make sure that you are as grounded and centered as possible, because when this wheel turns, if you are on the outside, you're really going to get discombobulated. It's going to throw you off. But if you're centered, it's going to allow you to take that new action and to learn to master that action very quickly. So that's what I have for you, Jen. Oh, the other thing is I got Eight of Cups. Be willing to let stuff go. This is renounce. Let all of the stuff go. Some of the jobs that you were thinking about doing, they don't exist. Much the same way Michelle Marie said, jobs didn't exist and new ones. And then I have the Star, which is always for me the universal blessing card. But this also comes with a make sure that you are grounded so that the universal blessings can come and they can land appropriately instead of overwhelming you. So there you go.
That's great advice. And I love that you pulled swords, because that's where I feel that's the Aquarian energy. That's where I feel like you're being pulled, Jen. So
Yep.
that's brilliant. That's fantastic. So
Yeah.
come back and let us know how you're doing, and you're so welcome. And Dolly says that is a beautiful tarot deck. So that is the Enchanted Tarot.
This is the Enchanted. This is the Zerner
Farber Tarot.
Farber.
Gotcha.
Yes.
Yeah,
And
I got that one too.
this is you asked me too quickly and it's gone, is the Journey of the Sacred Bee Tarot.
Oh, okay. Yes, I actually follow them on Facebook. Okay, very cool. All right. So you are very welcome, Joyful Jen. And she goes, yeah, the pink and hearts are so pretty. Oh, we're glad you like that.
They're great.
Yeah, Gerald has an eye for design. That's definitely one of his fortes. So it's
Love
one
it.
thing is if he ever offers, I do need to take some classes from you just on like the visualizations, because I'm more about like words and things, and you're just a genius. So,
oh, well, thank you.
Yeah. Okay, so we're getting into lightning round. Yay! So I'm going to do a roll call, everybody. I see that Dolly is here. Thank you. Thank you. All right. I see that Lexi is here. That's awesome. So we have Shem. Please check in Shem. There you are. Dolly is here. So your second Dolly, if Shem, your first, if Shem doesn't click in. We had Ad NM, CEV12, Judy, Carla Ann, Moonfox Knight, and Lexi. So make sure that you all are in the audience. I will be calling you. So Shem, are you here? Please check in, love. We hope you're paying attention, guys.
Yes, definitely paying attention, everybody.
So Dolly and Lexi are here. It's good to see you guys. Anyone else on our list here? Because you do need to be in attendance. Yes, you are in line, Lexi. Yes. Okay, you are in line. So we're looking for Shem. CEV12 is here. Good. Dolly is here. Lexi is here. All right, we'll wait for Shem. So we're going to do Dolly and CEV 12 presents. Okay, thank you. So let's, because you guys are before the other one. So let's go ahead. Do you want to do Dolly, Gerald, or would you like to do CEV 12?
I can do Dolly. I'm happy to do that.
Okay, I will do CEV 12. What do you see through the end of this summer or September? Okay, so I did get CEV 12 that you got some karmic stuff going on. Okay, this is the key to, this is the South Node. So anything that you've done in the past is going to come due now, and it could lead to a disappointment. The reason I say that is I did get the Two of Cups reversed. So what this tells me is that there might be a disagreement involving a partnership of some kind. So what to do? Re-examine your goals. It's time to take some time out for some emotional introspection. Venus is in Gandanta right now, so a lot of us are feeling this. You're not alone. If you spend that time in solitude, you'll be able to better reshape your future. So just be cautious of any instability over the summer. Anything that arises from questioning yourself or your ideas needs to be examined. You know, identify where you went astray and try to work through those challenges. Then stick to your decision. But if you learn from your mistakes, you'll be able to move forward from this emotional hiccup. Once you move forward from that, I did get a really good card for you. Okay, I got that you need to get out. Okay, this is the Hermit reverse. This is all about unleashing your hidden talents and okay, interesting, guys. I was thinking, oh, you know, limited social interactions may leave you feeling a little disconnected from your circle right now, and your friends are feeling a little neglected because there's bouts of loneliness or sadness that are going to arise. Okay, so just be aware of that. Interesting. Okay, so I'm just going to give you a little love as I give you this. Okay, your current situation might be a little distorted. You might not be seeing the reality of it. That's what they're showing me. You might misjudge your own abilities or misinterpret the intentions of others right now, because that's that past life energy that's being worked out. Just because you've learned a lot doesn't mean you can rely solely on that knowledge. Your true progress will rely on the wisdom that you've gained on your journey. Okay, so now is the time to delve deep within for answers, because they're not going to be found elsewhere, and embrace silence and meditation because they're your allies right now. Minimize distractions, and this is an opportune moment to forge your own unique path like never before. Reevaluate your social circle, because that's what's causing some of the problems. Okay, and you're not seeing things realistically right now. That's what's causing some of the loneliness and sadness. You know, the eclipse energy is affecting a lot of people in my social circle with this energy, and you just have to give yourself the space and the time to develop during those times and see what you need to work on and work through. Okay, so I'm sending you lots of love as you do that, and all the best. Okay, CEV 12, and let's see. All right, let's go ahead and do Dolly. There we go.
Dolly. So, Dolly, I'm wondering if recently somebody has caused you angst, and this is the Seven of Swords. This is somebody who, they're not telling you the whole truth. They may be talking about you behind your back. I would say use some caution, making sure that what you are saying is very clear and that people understand what you are saying. This is also a good opportunity for you to set some boundaries. So this is a key thing, because I have the Two of Hearts, Two of Cups. This is somebody, Dolly, there's somebody around you who is willing to share space with you. They're, you know, this is also a card, I might say, they may be a quiet person, but you feel like they hear you and they support you. It's also a really nice, it's somebody who gets you, somebody who understands you and is supporting you, because you're the Queen of Cups. You've got lots of emotions going on, Dolly, and all of those emotions are valid. Because you have an emotion doesn't mean that you have to act on it, but you have to understand that everybody has their emotions. And in my mind, the Queen of Hearts is one who, she does go inward and she looks at herself very, very carefully, sometimes she holds herself to a too high of a standard. So, I would say, and so Bob Ross is saying, Dolly, let me extend a personal invitation for you to drag out your brush and a few paints and paint along with us. Dolly, if you're creative, if you're thinking about it, do it. It's a really good opportunity to do it. Get some of those inexpensive watercolors and have some fun. Just see what happens. Do it without judgment. So let me know if that makes any sense for you, Dolly.
Oh, thank you for joining us, Dolly. And yes, please come back and let us know how you're doing. All right. So you did not miss your turn, Carla. All right. So we have Shem. If you're here, please check in. We have AdMN. Please check in if you're here. We have the lovely Judy. And we have Carla. So while we're waiting for Shem and Ad to come in, would you like, let's see. Okay. Would you like Judy or would you like Carla, Gerald? And then this is the rest of Carla's question.
Okay.
And then this is Judy's.
Okay. I can do Judy.
Okay, sounds good.
I'll do Judy.
Okay.
So, yeah.
So Carla, basically, I figured this was for you because your life's a little upside down and I got a lot of reverse cards. Okay, so love a reading now, please. A year ago, my world got flipped upside down. Well, that explains why I got all the upside down cards. Then a quiet job after 9 years. 2 months ago, everyone says I'm on a journey and I'm sitting here and want to know what my next move is. Please help. Okay. Carla, I don't know if you're in North America, but it is getting really hard. It's getting hit with the eclipses right now in its house of career. So that's the American chart. So I'm not sure if you're from this area, but that's what's going on there astrologically. The main thing that I got for for work and for the journey is what you're looking for. Okay, so what I got for your journey is it needs to involve service to others, service to the collective, and also a very clear and regimented daily routine. This is the 6th house. This is service to others, but it's also eating right, doing things right. I have Saturn in my 6th house, which makes me extremely disciplined. I get up early. I do my yoga asanas. I do my mantras. I have a whole system in place. I make every meal from scratch because I've got stomach stuff in that area. That's the 6th house. So what they're asking you to do is step into a lot of discipline in this area, and that will exponentially help you when it comes to time, when it comes to energy, when it comes to any of these things. The reason why I say that is because I got the strength card and it came up reversed. So there are some things that you need, some changes that you need to make to your daily routine. And as you do this, they're saying, remember, honey, you're only human. Okay, so don't judge yourself too much as you go into this. When the strength card appears reversed, this is cautious of displaying any kind of cowardice as you move into your next journey, as well as reckless bravery. But they're showing me that you're a little scared. Okay. There's a misappropriation of dominance and submission with others in your soul. So beware of arrogance and arrogant people. Beware of bullying and aggression, because that's a mask for weakness or self-doubt. Don't surrender your power in an attempt to forge a closer connection with someone that you love, because it will ultimately harm both of you. That's what they're showing me. Remember that kindness is not a sign of weakness. You can be gentle without letting down your guard or being manipulated. And true strength will rely on knowing who you are and embodying your core values. The reason they're saying that is there might be someone in your environment that might be a little too traditional that's keeping you from moving forward with your spirituality. Okay, so because I did get the Hierophant, but it came up reversed. So tradition might be holding you back a little bit. They're saying don't be a stick in the mud when it comes to your spirituality. Refusing to embrace new ways of thinking because you're always focused on being right will not lead to growth. And this is also something that I feel is in your environment. Work on being more flexible and open-minded when it comes to this journey, and don't have as much fear or anxiety about it, because that's just going to zap your strength. Okay. this is kind of how I see you in the current situation that you're in. You're literally upside down and you're starting something new. Okay. I got the Page of Pentacles, but it came up reversed. So they're saying that you need to enhance your skills a little bit. You may worry about lacking some real life experience to solve the current dilemma that they're showing me. But they're saying that you're giving it up a little too easily. Okay. Don't underestimate your diligence. Okay, Carla. You're dealing with a practical person who's limiting your freedom. Okay. So, and there's also an unconventional person who's clashing with your lifestyle that they're showing me. So, oh, wow. So they're saying embrace your gift of communication and don't shy away from asking questions or seeking understanding, and sharpen your skills. Never stop learning. Take those classes. Try to develop those new skills, because they're saying think more like a younger person. And I'm dealing with this at home right now. When you think like a younger person, what this is going to do is it's going to open up new opportunities for you. If you don't, you might miss them. You see, he's got the cup here and he's dumping it out. Okay, so don't miss this opportunity to really shine. Think like the Page, but you need to go back to school a little bit in this area. Oh, you love your new journey since my child passed away last year. I'm so sorry, sweetie. I'm sending you lots of love. I am getting that it is standing in the way of your growth moving forward a little bit. And know that your child is okay. The thing that I see going on here is that emotionally you're struggling with this. It's absorbing your strength. You're relying on possibly some people in and around your environment that are not allowing you to expand your spirituality and truly connect with your child and the beyond, and that you need to set some boundaries with those people and with yourself moving forward, so that there is a better dynamic between you and the people that you're living and choosing to keep in and around you. Okay, sweetie? And my heart goes out to you regarding your child. I'm going to go ahead. I normally don't do this for lightning round, but when someone mentions a loss like that, I'm going to go see if he has anything to say on the other side right now. Okay. Okay.
Sweet.
Very clear. I watch over you every day.
Aw.
Okay. So your son is your child, excuse me, your child is going to be okay. I do get, thank you so much. I'm trying to go in childcare and run my own business and going back to school. And soon I work in childcare to learn. Okay. I just did a boomer mill on childcare in the United States with Jonathan. We just did this. And that is there are so many opportunities here. Okay, so this is definitely something that I would suggest getting your certifications. When I worked with preschool kids, when I was substitute teaching, I had to get my STAR certification, things like that. Look at what needs to happen in your area. Go back to school, and you'll actually be able to get a better income if you have those certifications as well. But yeah, you picked a really good career to step into, because childcare is huge right now, especially with both parents having to work 2 or 3 jobs in this economy. So I got chills for that. But you do need to go to school and get some certifications and things like that. Okay, Carla, and I'm sending you lots of love as you do that. Okay, so we're still waiting on Judy.
Just making Judy, are you here?
Yeah.
Judy?
All right.
Judy. Judy.
All right.
Just an excuse to use the cowbell.
Oh, I know. I love it. I love it. So we have Moon Fox Knight and Lexi left, unless Judy and Shem and ADNM come in. So Moon Fox Knight and then Lexi. Are you here? I know I saw you come in a little earlier.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, sending you love and light too. Thank you so much, Carla. That's so sweet. So we're just going to wait a couple of, I'm going to pull some cards and we'll see. But if you guys, if you're able to check in, that's great. Yep. Otherwise, we're going to go ahead and close out the show. Okay.
So who are we waiting for? We're waiting for Judy, Moon Fox Knight 17, and Lexi.
We're waiting for Judy. Okay. We already checked in on Shem and Ad, and they haven't checked in yet. We're waiting for Judy, Moon Fox Knight, and Lexi. Okay. Moon Fox Knight is here. Okay. Okay. There we go. Are you comfortable taking Moon Fox Knight, Gerald?
Yeah. For months I've been struggling with my spirituality and lost some faith and a bit of myself. I hate this feeling because I know better, and I love doing what I do. Any advice? Well, let's find some advice for you, Moon Fox Knight 17.
Woohoo!
Um, I will say part of what you're describing is it feels a little bit like what many people are experiencing, this ennui, where there's this just sadness, and it's difficult to track down what it is. So let's see what we have. And well, and part of what it may be, Moonfox, is this idea of you. Okay, you've been struggling with your spirituality. You've lost some faith, and a bit of yourself. What's important is part of what you're experiencing is the Six of Swords, the earned success. This is you actually, I want to say the word leveling up. You are experiencing things at a deeper level. And what's important is that you realize that if how you see this, Moon Fox Night 17, is if you see it as an opportunity to deepen your understanding and your spirituality and yourself, that's going to be very helpful for you, because part of it is it feels like there's if it helps, I'm a witch. Well, me too. So I get that. This is, and so this is you. Okay, this is you leveling up. It's like if you were to go through another initiation, because when you do that, everything you knew is sudden. Everything you knew how to do, suddenly you don't know how to do it. And I'm wondering if there is if there's some interference that's going on. This is the Eight of Swords. The Eight of Swords is suggesting to me you might be getting some interference. Maybe it's from other people. It also could be from yourself, because things are growing and expanding and you're not sure. However, what I have is I have the Chariot. This is a beautiful card. This is the card, Moonfox Night 17, of you actually moving forward. And with the Chariot, the Charioteer is really very important, because this is that opportunity for you to hold the reins, to keep the two horses going in the same direction. And also, whenever I see the Chariot, I'm also reminded of is do pay attention to your dreams, because chariots oftentimes get information in your dreams. I'm with a lot of people with Christianity, and I don't want to be part of Christianity. Yes, and it's time for you to. You don't have to make a big production of it. You can just start to pull your energy away and then start putting it in a new direction, because you don't want to, if you were to move on and to find some more people who are similar to you, it's going to feel less shocking. It's so I think that's important. Oh, and then I think this is a really important thing. The end result is this is the 10 of discs. This is that it's wealth. This is beautiful. It feels like you're going to find new people to be with, people who have similar ideas, but they also respect everybody. And that there's more interaction. So it feels to me like it could be a good opportunity to refresh some of your practices and refresh them in the way that works for you. Do it, because it's time for you to manifest it and make it your own. Instead of, you can follow traditions, but if those traditions have lost their impact, it's not meaning anything. So create your own style and your own traditions, and especially with this is a card about new traditions and traditions. So I love it. Thank you. Thank you for being
Awesome.
here. That's great.
And Moon Fox Knight is very happy with that reading. So I
Well,
love
yeah,
that.
I was just like going, I'm glad you said that you were a witch, because that explains a lot of the energy that I was experiencing.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that's really powerful.
It
So,
is. It is.
woo-hoo.
So I love that. Yeah, you definitely asked the right guy the question. So, and I loved it. I love Moon Fox Knight because Fox is the name of my
Yep.
familiar. So yeah, it's beautiful. So Judy did check in. You were going to be after Lexi. Okay, Judy.
Hmm.
And and then we're going to go ahead and close out unless anyone else checks in. Okay, Miss Lexi, I did pull some cards for you. And Judy's question is this, okay, Gerald? When visiting a psychic, I slightly
Yep,
open
I
the
got
door
it.
to her
I
office. You
got it.
got
I
it.
set it aside. Yep.
You're awesome. Okay, so Miss Lexi, will my family be able to live on a property together? I would be so happy. Well, congratulations, because I got that it's going to be amazing. I got really good cards. I was like, I saw that and I went, please be good, please be good. Yay. Okay, so I got the fifth house. The kids are really going to love it. This is my house of children, creativity. It's also the house of taking a gamble. This is fantastic energy. It's going to be very youthful, especially if you think about the kids before jumping into the project, because it's important that they're happy as well. This is the independent woman card. I got the Nine of Pentacles upright. This is, you can feel healthy, wealthy, and wise with this project. This is very inspirational. You're venturing out into the natural world. You're appreciating all of its offerings, which I feel is like the property. You're going to explore a lot of connections between nature and healing as a family. You can find wisdom in the simplicity of life rather than complicating things with all the other stuff that we're dealing with. And remember that truth can often be found in simplicity. So try to just keep it simple is the main thing they're showing. You're going to enjoy a lot of independence because you've been very mindful in maintaining your physical and spiritual fitness, which is fantastic. And you're going to be able to have a better diet and stay fit and things like that when you're here too. So I I basically asked, like, what is the main energy that Lexi is going to have to take on to make this successful, to make this really, really manifest for her? And I got the Hierophant, but he came up upright. So relying on your family traditions, your belief systems, the things that you would do at a family reunion, just incorporate those things into the events that you have on the property, because that's really going to bring you all together and make it a lot of fun for the kiddos. So tradition is fantastic, but it can hinder progress sometimes. So don't hold on to beliefs simply because they align with what you were taught in your formative years. Stay true to what you believe now as well. But what they're saying is that um, you can adopt a lot of the things that, holding on to your beliefs and your family beliefs and things like that, and accepting those traditions while at the same time allowing for the newness, because the kids are coming in a little bit, is really going to help things out. So just being open and being flexible with each other. The person that I got for the whole scenario for you was, I got that you're the Queen of Cups. You're very empathic, you're very nurturing and caring, you're clairvoyant. But they're saying try not to meddle too much, even though you're doing it out of love. Okay, so you're going to really be able to show your caring side. You're going to be tapping into a lot of the family's emotional states, including your own. And you do have the ability to channel your emotions in a way that helps those burdened by life's challenges. So I feel like that's more your role in the dynamic, because you've got a lot of kindness and compassion, and the care that you carry can help others on their spiritual path. So that's a really beautiful thing. So don't be afraid to express your deepest feelings. Honestly, I find that it can be challenging sometimes, especially when you fear hurting someone that you care about very deeply. But your psychic abilities will be heightened in this atmosphere, and it's going to enable you to find solutions to the other family members' problems. So tap into that sensitive, dreamlike, beautiful nature inside of yourself, because there's a lot of powerful lessons about, affection and devotion, and faith and forgiveness that you're going to be able to bring to the family. They're basically showing me that you're going to be a supportive shoulder, and also show, especially the kids, how to set better boundaries. Um, and remember that helping others is about offering a hand up, not a hand out. So don't do too much. Don't do their homework for them, because that can lead to codependency. And remember to listen attentively. But when I get the Nine of Pentacles upright, that tells me that you're very aware of that. Now, there's also a snail in that card, which kind of matches up with the shamanic energy that I got. So they're saying don't rush the situation. Okay, we do have, for entertainment purposes only, a major recession coming this spring. It'll be right after the next president is elected. They do that when we get people of color as president. So just be aware of it. Vedically, that can happen. It's in 3 groups that I'm in now. I saw it Vedically happening, and I actually pulled aside a few of my financial advisor friends, and they confirmed that I wasn't crazy. So just again, for entertainment purposes only, might not be the right time to purchase anything right now because things will change by next spring. Okay, so they're saying don't rush it. Be very slow. Be very methodical, just like the little snail in the Nine of Pentacles. Okay, now is a time of planning. What is the perfect place for your family, and involve everyone in this decision. Okay, and don't attach too much judgment to the situation or allow any fear in. But that's the main thing that they're saying is divine timing is at play here, and you need to pay attention to that. So that's the only block that I see, is that the timing is not quite there yet, but it's coming. So I'm excited for you, Lexi. See if you said anything. Oh, yeah, you have 5 grandchildren. I saw a lot of kids around you. Yeah, nature is there. I'm amazed. We're planning for family dinners. I'm a medium. Well, there you go. So you're going to invite all the other family members that have passed in and passed on to all the wonderful things that you're doing. So, all right. Let's see. Seeing if there's anything. Oh, Moon Fox Knight loves your question, Gerald. So thank you so much. It means a lot. Your feedback is wonderful. We really appreciate that. You match my background too. Okay, so I hope that was helpful, Lexi. And yeah, good on you. The kids are going to love it, and they're going to love you. So I'm excited for you, honey.
Yeah. So Judy's here. She said, I think so. Judy's question, and Judy, I'm wondering if this has ever happened to you again, because you were visiting a psychic. I slightly opened the door to her office and heard thousands of voices talking all at the same time. It stopped immediately as I opened the door wider. What was that? So I'm curious if this has happened again, because I did this reading before the last reading that I did, and so I kept the cards out because I thought Judy might be here. Because what was happening, Judy, is you are a very you're a powerful receptor. This is something that has not happened again. So at the time, it really surprised you. You were at, I hate to, I'm just going to say it. You were at the right place at the right time, and you had an opportunity for you to sort of get a sneak into this world because you were open and you were curious. What really happened is all of these voices. This is the Knight of Swords. They were rushing around, and you heard them. You were not supposed to hear them. So that's why it's almost like what happened was as soon as you opened the door, the psychic that you were seeing said, "Nope, round up, kids," because and part of what happened. This is the 5 of Hearts. Part of what happens is I actually think, Judy, the psychic that you were seeing had some words with them to let them know that this was not appropriate, and they may have scared you. But that being said, Judy, what this also tells me at another level is that you have strong gifts. You have a foundation in energy work, and it's extremely powerful, because I have the 4 of Wands, really great, strong foundation. I also have the Magician. So, Judy, if you wanted to do anything with this, you could. If you wanted to do anything with it, you don't have to. No pressure. And Judy, part of what's going on is I think it's important for you to, this is the 4 of Pentacles. It is important for you to make sure you pay attention to your body physically. So if you are exploring these things and you were curious about them, make sure that you don't let it go through your fingers too quickly. Hold on to it a little bit. But your original question, Judy, is what was it? It was all of these voices and these things. They got caught. You caught them in doing something that they were not expecting somebody to come in. They lost track of time. And to put it in a nutshell, they got in trouble. They were like, it was like, oh, nope, don't be doing that. So, Judy, I don't know if that helps. If you can let me know, I appreciate it. So.
Okay. Thank you for joining us, Judy. We appreciate your energy and time. And Lexi says, bless you both in audience. Thank you so much. The blessings are felt, Lexi. All right. So it has been an hour and 35 minutes. So we are going to go ahead and sign off. In the meantime, is there anything that you are up to, Gerald, that you would like to share?
Please like and subscribe to the channel because you'll be notified about going live. On Friday, I have and this is earlier in the day, I'm doing a Tarot the Stash Way, talking about tarot and the sense of hearing.
And that's with Richie, right?
Yes, it is with Richie.
Yeah.
I'm doing mediumship with Sun Psychic Jean on Thursday, and then Akashic Records readings with Linda de Gonzalez.
Fun.
So I'm looking forward to that. And so, yeah, like and subscribe, and then that way you will be in the know.
Yes. And same with me. I put everything in my community tab. I have Scott on next week. And then after that, I actually have some authors that I'll go ahead and introduce to you guys. Yeah, we're going to be working with tarot and aromatherapy. Eileen Halverson has a beautiful book. It's like it's earmarked and over on my desk over there. I wish I would have brought it. But yeah, she's going to be on the show, and we're going to be talking about how to combine the tarot with aromatherapy. So that's really fun. I'm also going to have the lovely Jenna Matlin. She as another author on the show.
I have her book sitting right here.
Yes,
will you give me a reading?
Yes, we're going to be talking about her. Yes, so she's got a lot of fabulous classes and things like that. I met her through she's fabulous, and I'm going to have Arthur Ease Your Mind on again too. So lots and lots of lineups, and of course Gerald's on here every month because we can't have too much cowbell. So yes, we love him.
You heard it here first.
And you did get some feedback from Judy. Thank you so much. That's a surprise to me. Yes, he's full of surprises. Yes, and we're glad you were paying attention. So thank you, Judy.
Well, and I think, Judy, I think if, it's something that's available to you, if you want it, you don't have to. It's okay. But I love the idea that they got in trouble. I mean, they got a talking to. So, but I hope the reading was good with the psychic.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. All right. So without ado, thank you so much for subscribing on the way out. And we will, and leaving a comment, and we will see you all in the chat. Please follow our community tabs. Take care, everyone.
Thank you.